Hey, you guys, I wanted to do a video today to show you a tool that I'm using in my business and have been for about the last month that has been just a total game changer for me. I am a busy mama. I know most of you can identify. I just had my third baby. I do run a business outside of Plexus where I have 5 employees, and I have a nice big growing Plexus team, which is great, but it's a lot to keep up with. And when I kind of, said, hey, I'm going to commit to doing all of this type of daily activity that I want to have in every single day to ensure that I'm growing my business, I'm doing everything I can to get me to jewel status over the next year. So I want to make sure I'm doing this activity, but it's a lot to keep up with. I have always tracked everything that I've done, like as far as tracking my team and stuff, in a spreadsheet that I created, which is in this team page, and that video gets tagged a lot. So go look at that. I still use that. But I've also found that in order for me to get all the things that I want to get in, I need to be able to access all that information on my phone as well. And I was just running into kind of these obstacles where, one, I would kind of get into the day and I'd be so busy and I'd be like, oh gosh, I know I need to reach out to people, but like, who am I going to reach out to? The only time I have is sitting in the doctor's waiting room or sitting, in the carpool line, dropping off or picking up my kids somewhere. So, I needed a way to organize myself and know exactly what I need to do so I can do it as efficiently as possible each day and be able to track it either on my phone or my computer pretty seamlessly. So one of the tools that I've started using in the last month is called Evernote. And Evernote's been around. I'm kind of late to the party on it. I know my mom has used it for forever for like shopping lists and things like that. But it is a free app that you can get for your phone. You can create an account online. And it's like you can download a program onto your desktop computer. So I'm going to show you what I have set up. And I've basically gotten to where now I have my list in there of activity that I'm going to do every single day of the week. And at the end of the week, I just copy that note and create a new one. And I drop names in every single day, like who are my new contacts going to be? Who are my follow-ups going to be? So that when I'm out and have little pockets of time in my day, I know exactly who I need to message and I can just bang out a message right there and then and check it off. And I can see the exact same thing. It syncs between any device that you have it on. So you can have it on your iPad, you can have it on your phone, on your computer, and whatever changes you make will sync back to wherever. So I'll plan everything on my computer and then I have it on my phone. So when I'm nursing the baby, I can, do my personal growth or watch my training videos or whatever it is and go ahead and check that off my list so I know I've done it for the day. So I'm going to show you what I have set up here so that you guys can adapt this for your own business. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Okay, so hopefully you're seeing my screen. This is Evernote right here. So I've downloaded the desktop application for this. You can also do all of this in your web browser in the cloud. You don't have to have this downloaded on here. But basically you can see I have a notebook set up here for Plexus. And I have my Plexus notes in here. So I'll also do things like if I'm drafting up a post that I'm going to make the next day. Maybe I just have some time and I want to draft that up. I'll do that right here, and then it's there so I can copy and paste it from my phone into Facebook when I'm doing my post for the next day. So you can do all of your posts in there. You could also, one thing I haven't done, but I want to, is drafts of cold messages, drafts of instructions for getting people to sign up, things like that. You can put all this in here so that you have it easily accessible on your phone, but you don't have to type it all in on your phone. So you have it there to just copy and paste. So you could create separate notebooks for this or just put them all in one. And that's just a great way to have all this here. You can see here, I'll just have, I've copied one for us to look at here. But I'll just copy my, for each week and kind of clear out all my check marks and add new names in. Okay. So here you can see this is just the template that I've set up. It took me a little while to do this the first time, but when I do, I just try to block out 15 to 20 minutes to do this on Sunday evening. And it makes my week so much easier and so much more efficient, and I get so much more done for my business. And so I'll go in here. Each day I have stuff I do my IPA, and I try to prioritize doing that first. So my Facebook posts, my contacts, my follow-ups, friending new people, commenting on non-Plexus people's posts, and happy birthday shout-outs. That is all what I, is part of my recruiting efforts, essentially, of growing my business, my level ones. All of us need to make that our top priority. I make myself do that first so that I can't find an excuse to put that off. And so, yes, so that's what I have there first. You can see I've made all the names Greek just for privacy purposes. So I'll do all of this first. So I come in here at the beginning of the week, I look at my super cool spreadsheet and I pick the names that I'm going to reach out to each and every day, and I drop them in here. Okay. So I'll do my 2 new contacts, and then I do with my follow-ups, I'll follow up with one person who's told me no, one person who never responded to my message, and one person who is kind of a hot lead, meaning they've asked me for information. I'm actively talking to them. I'll follow up with one of those a day. Okay, so that's all my recruiting activity. Then I have activity that I do to manage my team. So meaning follow-ups with people that are already on my team, people who are working the business on my team, people who are maybe new on the products. This is all activity I do with people who are already in Plexus. So for instance, on Mondays, I'll do my back office work, or I have it penciled in for Monday. If I didn't get the activity done that day, I'll just highlight it so I know I need to do that later in the week. And then I will check in with my workers, schedule coaching calls for the week. I'll reach out to someone on my team who is not working the business, but I want them to. And I'll put their names in here. Some days, some weeks it's more than others. Then every day I try to do some activities for leadership. So I have a group of my kind of rockstar business builders. I'm wanting to make sure I'm posting in that chat every day. I'm making sure that I'm tagging them in team calls, that I'm joining the team calls, and I'm making sure my team's getting on there. So I do some leadership activity every day, and then I do some personal growth every day. So I try to watch a training video and listen to a chapter in whatever personal growth book I'm listening to. And also try to pray for my team and pray for my business. I wish I was the kind of person that didn't need a reminder to do that. But I'm a green personality. I need checklists, and I need reminders, for things that I might otherwise overlook during the day. So I want to make sure I'm getting all that personal growth in. So the activity is a little bit different each day. So on Tuesdays, I reach out to my new ambassadors that are within their first 60 days. Make sure I'm keeping close tabs on them and they're doing good with their products. On Wednesdays, I reach out to some of my white lines. I encourage some team members that aren't currently working the business, things like that. So I just try to mix it up, but that way I get everything done during the week that I wanted to, and I don't get to the end of the week and be like, oh, I should have followed up with so-and-so, and I just didn't think of it during the week because I'm so dang busy. So that for me has been the game changer, is to have all this in front of me, have it all planned out for the week so that I can be as efficient as possible. Because if you've got this mapped out, usually I can knock this out in 15 to 30 minutes a day. And that's a lot of activity to be able to get done in that time frame. And the key is just that I have access to it on my phone. So let me flip this back around. Hold on. Figure out how to unshare my screen. Stop share. Okay, cool. Okay, so then you saw that information there. I have it here as well. You probably can't see my screen, but it's in Evernote right now. It seems like okay. But I have the exact same list in here. I can check everything off, and if I make changes here, it syncs back to my computer. If I make changes on my computer, it syncs back to here. It's very, very seamless. So I have access to it both places. And that has just been huge for me. So again, you can put anything in here so that you can easily copy and paste it into your Facebook Messenger, into Facebook for posts, and then also keep track of your daily activity. I think the most important part of growing your Plexus business is just to be very intentional and strategic about what you're doing and planning and having a set, you don't just get to that day and be like, oh, I guess I'll message her, or I guess I'll reach out to her. Try to be a little bit more deliberate. Try to, plan out what you're going to do during the week so that you can optimize your time and optimize your effectiveness. So Evernote, Evernote, it's free. There's a premium version, but I don't know what that entails because all I have is the free one. So everything I talked about here, you can do in the free one. But yeah, take a look at that. If this is helpful for you in helping you grow your business and keep track of everything, then I encourage you to jump on that and make sure that you're making the most out of your activity during the week.